Yan, gusto ko yung kanyang mga energy. Konti lang tayo dito. Parinig ulit ng tila, ano yun? Iba-iba yung mga bias nila. Napagkalataan yung mga edad. Joke lang. Joke lang. Alright. Now, before we officially start the Q&A, may we ask everyone to say a few words for our media guests and our dear content creators. Let's begin. Sir?
From our producer, Darlene.
I'm so sorry. Miss Daphne. Soon. Hindi ko na makakalimutan.
Sa Cebu, Darlene. Yes, okay ba? Hi, thank you for coming. Kanina, parang naguguluhan ako sa nangyayari. But you know, we showed you the making of the film. We also showed you, how we started announcing the project. We announced the project last January pa. So you saw the news pickups and all. And we also showed you what you'll finally see on screen come October 15 via the trailer. So I hope you guys are very excited because we are. Yep.
Ako po si Jake Macapagal. I'll be playing Manuel Nieto. Ito po ang kanyang, well, you can say aide-de-camp, o kanyang chief of staff. And to my left, Mr. Dominic Sarmiento.
Pastillas. Maayong hapon kayo ng tanan. Thank you for having us over and for coming and spending time with us. God bless you.
Alright, Miss Ana.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm Ana Abad Santos at ako po ay si Carmen Hernando sa pelikulang Quezon.
Alright, sir.
Ito, ako po si Ketchup Eusebio at I'll be playing the character ni Pedro Hanolino na nagbabalik dito sa third installment ng Bayaniverse at very thrilled at maraming salamat po sa pagpunta ngayong hapon.
Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Ako po si Chris Villanueva at ako po ang magpe-play ng Joven Hernando na tumanda na dahil sa Bayaniverse. Si Joven ay nagre-represent ng kabataan. Ngayon dito sa Quezon, medyo nire-representa na namin ang mga working class. Yun.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Mr. Jericho Rosales.
Good afternoon sa inyo. Thank you so much for being here. It means a lot to us, and you have just made our Cebu weekend already memorable because of this afternoon. TBA and the rest of the cast, and of course, the rest of the team would like to thank you in advance. Maraming salamat. Sorry, wala akong matches today.
Okay lang po yan. Uso daw po yan ngayon sa mga Gen Z.
Kasi papunta na ako sa beach. Gusto ko na mag-beach.
Ayun, diretso ka na sir. May malapit kami sa Mactan. Sino ba yung mga taga-Mactan dito?
Kung meron gustong may kasama kay Ketchup sa beach, sabihin nyo lang, Ketchup please.
Alright, now, alam nyo ba na they will stay for the weekend para mag-ikot sa mga schools at maiikot din sila sa mall. Samahan natin sila mamaya. Pero sa ngayon, unahin muna natin ang mga nangyari ngayong hapon. Pwede na natin simulan ang ating question and answer portion. Kasama ang ating cast, sino ho ba ang pwedeng magsimula? Well, to start the ball rolling, let me ask a personal question. Anyone could answer? Alam naman ho natin na sobrang laking success po ng mga naging film ni Direk Gerald Tarog in the past installments po ng naging trilogy. Sir Ketchup, what for you is the feeling na gawin itong last installment? Is there any pressure? Do you feel any pressure right now na gagawin po itong Quezon as the final installment of the trilogy?
Pressure, mas more on excited na nakasama ulit. And very grateful na bumalik yung character from dun sa General Luna. That's it.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, we'd like to give the opportunity to our dear, by the way, may mga content creators po tayo nakasama. May mga friends din tayo from the media. Any question? From our dear media, we have on this side. Please introduce your name and the media outlet that you come from.
Hello, good afternoon. John Moore Jr. Goha from The Freeman. So I'd like to first ask Miss Daphne, but the cast can answer this also. From what I read up, this was originally intended to be part of Prime Video, yes, or for streaming. But of course, they stopped making original productions. So I'm just curious, in hindsight, do you think it was better that this movie is meant to be seen on the big screen, especially there's that yearning for that theatrical experience again?
Yes, that's a very nice question. I love you. Thank you. Yes, it's not a secret that it was originally supposed to be funded 100% by Amazon Southeast Asia. And of course, when they fund, whoever funds something, syempre dapat doon din ibibigay yung rights of the film. So it was before Amazon came in, TVA Studios was also ready to produce it in the year 2020. But everybody hit the pause button because of COVID, and we restructured. We had our organizational restructuring.
Thank you.
That's nice. What's your name again?
Januar.
Januar. Januar, like January? Yes. Were you born in January?
Yes.
Januar. Januar, February. I brought a lot of corny jokes today.
Points ka na sa akin,
Please
sir.
be careful. You have been warned. Anyway, thank you so much for that question. Girl in the orange dress, as always, that was very exciting for me as I tried rom-coms. And coming back, I remember that was 2017, tama ba? 2018. A year before I decided to quit acting again for the 4th time. I think I'd like to start with this journey has been parang dream come true talaga siya sa akin, masasabi ko siya sa'yo. Because since 2015 or 2016, I've been working on having a film career. Because film is really what I love doing ever since I experienced cinema. I watched Superman with my parents, and that's a core memory for me before they got separated. Communal space, family, it's the feeling of being inside the cinema. I think we are all created for a big world. That's why God had given us a gigantic world to explore. When we are in nature, we explore nature, and we're like, we're in awe all the time. And cinema is the closest thing that I can, get pag nasa city ka, even sa province. Especially the world of creativity cannot be contained in, I'm not like Daphne, I cannot say streaming is not, good. But there are really experiences like this movie na kailangan sa cinema. You can watch it, like Chris said kanina, that you can go back home if you want to review the film and revisit the feeling of getting, diba, on demand, parang ganon. But I think with the pandemic, it all pushed us to be small. Small, hiding, and we're always fearful of everything. But cinema has always given me that feeling of freedom, the feeling of bigness and greatness and dreaming, and it had opened doors for me. And one door that was opened was, Gerald calling me and TBA saying, would you like to play the role of Manuel L. Quezon? When that call happened, I've already planned my 2026 and 2025, 2026 to be doing films. I was doing Lavender Fields as a Mano, bless. I'm back, I'm working again. But cinema has always, film has always been, it's such a dream come true for me, number one, to be working in film again. My career was dead, in terms, like spiritually dead, because I wanted film and it wasn't happening. Then the preparation and just how to deal with the pressure of doing Manuel L. Quezon was, they supported us with things to study, and the material is there. When I've never, it's the first time I've read a script so fast. Just because it's so clear, the world is so clear from what they have built before. from General Luna to Goyo and now to Quezon, and the spirit is there. It's so easy to read. I read it like 6-7 times. I had to do that. So I think part of your question was preparation, right? And how to handle. Then the preparation with Ben was, we were called in a room, I remember this, and we had to practice. Not all of you, and I guarantee this, not all of you know how Manuel L. Quezon sounds. Do you guys know how he speaks? You have no idea how he speaks. YouTube nyo lang, because he looks dapper, he looks guapo and everything, stylish. It's not a flaw, but his voice is tiny. Tsaka mali, he's 5'6". Well, I'm 5'10", so he's 5'6". So I had to make adjustments with the costume department, ganun. But he really spoke with maliit na, ganun yung ano niya. So, kailangan namin timplahin ni Ben. Imagine Ben, he's like, if you meet him in person, he's like this muscular guy, tall also, and we had to be small in terms of, but we had to match the energy and how we spoke. Parang ganun. And Gerald was there, all our producers, the TBA heads were there, and we had to be in front of a camera, and we had to throw lines and give the most famous speeches ni Quezon. And that was nerve-wracking for us, diba? And we had, some time to prepare. Let's see, ano pa ba yung question mo? Parang tatlong question yun eh.
Maybe later, sir, we will ask some of the media. We have our next.
Yeah, so that's a terrific question. Thank you for being so interested in the film.